I've returned to Northeast Pennsylvania. I've been coming here for a few years now, always around election time. Pennsylvania is a swing state. Only 2 presidents have ever won the office without carrying this area. At first glance, Tony's Diner, that stronghold of small-town republicanism, seems the same as always. But it's not the same. The younger Tony Zambito meets me to let me in. The anti-Obama sloganeering still coats the walls. But after 65 years behind the counter, the owner, Jimmy, is gone. And the place just closed up without him.
Well, my mom took sick. She had a stroke. And a few weeks later, my dad got ill. So they were both out at the same time. Tried to run it a few days, but it's hard to run with 2 people. I didn't have the help I needed. And most likely will not continue. So it's sorry to say, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
This was Tony's just a few years ago.
In the world. Come on, and stop playing with the...
What are you? You sound like a Democrat.
You want to hear the definition of a Democrat?
Yep.
One who takes off the one who works and gives to the one who does not work and taps himself on the back. That's a Democrat.
It was a place where the local men came to talk politics, Republican politics, with no holds barred.
He just lies everything he says.
He's a liar. That's all he is a liar and a socialist. Steal from the people, and leave everybody hanging.
Saying I love you, I love you.
But today, even with the diner closed, Tony has a surprise for me. He's invited the old regulars to come visit, have a cup of coffee, and chat like old times.
I'm good. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again as well. Come on in.
People are still in love with him, especially the women. If the women don't vote for him, he won't get reelected right now. It's the women who's putting him in office.
25 to 30
Obama, you couldn't get anybody that flip-flops more than Obama. I mean, he told us in 4 years he was going to have change. We sure did. We're going the opposite way, that's all.
Well, it seems here at Tony's that the president can do no right. The Republican candidate seems to be able to do no wrong. That extends even to Mitt Romney's famous comments about the 47% of Americans who he claimed aren't pulling their weight.
But I think he's factually correct. And there's a part of that 47%, which is what I think he was talking about, that just is now totally dependent on the federal government and really haven't put anything into the system to get that support. So, have a nice trip back.
Have a safe trip back.
We'll see you after Romney wins the election.
Yeah. Yeah, you come back.
This has been a very different election for Pennsylvania than 2008. All eyes are now on Ohio, and while there's been a last-minute push by Mitt Romney to campaign here, the state has not been the priority it was for candidates 4 years ago.
Governor Sarah Palin and Mr. Todd Palin.
Instead of giant rallies like rock concerts, I find quieter gatherings of supporters, like today's meeting for the local unions. The younger faces seem to not be union members, but family.
I think Obama's doing a very good job so far, and I think everyone's doubting him, and he's doing a good job at proving people wrong.
But it's telling that at the Democrat phone banks, enthusiasm just seems harder to come by.
Hi, can I speak to Christy, please?
Okay.
Hey, Christy, my name's Craig. I'm a volunteer at the Obama campaign. How are you today? Good. I was wondering if I could ask who you plan on voting for. All right, thank you. She actually just hung up on me.
But there is one man whose dedication to Obama has not diminished one bit over the years that we've been visiting. Factory worker Tommy McLean.
I'm one of those, if you ask, am I better off than I was 4 years ago? Absolutely. I'm better off than I was 2 years ago, which was the scary time. When the country was in the trouble it was in, I was laid off that time. I was worried about my job. Since then, we're hiring. We're heading to the future.
Tommy works at the shot glass factory in nearby Doria. He's happy to now be training 9 newly hired apprentices.
Use a light and look through the glass after the polish, and you can see where the strier is.
He says that this is just one sign that things are improving in the area, and he gives the president a lot of the credit.
He's trying to do everything he possibly can against people that won't help him. And he's done it. And the country is coming around. And it is getting better. And the problem is everybody expected miracles. I think he thought it was going to be different when he got in there, and it wasn't. And he's done a lot in these last 4 years to make it better. And it is better. But it's not as quick, and it's not as fast. And this time and age, you know what everybody wants. They want stuff yesterday, and it just doesn't work that way.